Hey folks, welcome back to Shadow Empire. We are on round number 24, and let's just jump straight in and see what's going on in the history. We got attacked here out of the forest, no damage, so that's no problem. That's basically it. We're in the later phase of the time of relative calm. We've completed a promise, promise kept to the to our subjects on mining assets, to reaching level 2. We've discovered medium tank, which is good. This is the big stick that I want to be carrying around with me. We've got we found 853 credits. That's excellent. That's really, really good. We've got loads of cash, by the way, now. And prospecting push. Yeah, a bunch of cards, basically. So I've suddenly got loads of credits. It's funny. I'll just give you a peek behind. What did Rob call it on Explore Minute the other day? A peek behind the iron curtain. I think it was Drexy actually who said that. I'll give you a peek behind the iron curtain, right? What happened in diplomacy was funny because we were chatting away, and this guy is an interesting goose when it comes to diplomacy because he keeps his cards close to his chest. Unless you're a little candid with your own stuff, and then he'll kind of tell you all sorts of things. So he was he told me he had a really high admin level. What I felt was a really high admin level. He's got, I've got admin level 7. I was like, what? How is that possible? Turn 25? Good lord. And I just I blew my gasket a little bit. Like, oh my god, this guy's running away with the game. Like, he's got 4 zones already. He's got loads of population. He's doing really, really well. Sort of like frantic diplomacy, chatting to some of the other guys. and then I came and started my turn, and I looked at my, at my Empire dashboard, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm at 6.52. This is normal. I need to pay close attention and stuff like this in Shadow Empire. Right? Every one of these, numbers, these statistics has its own way of generating. Okay, and it's really quite, a Byzantine, I think is probably the word. It's a little bit Byzantine how it all works, and most of it is described in the manual. But I don't want to disparage Vic here. Because I sometimes think that this game's a little bit opaque. It might just be that I've just not read the manual in a long time. So I'll reserve any judgments. There are certain things that are a little bit opaque. It's going to happen in a game of this complexity. I mean, Dominions 5 aside, I think this is probably the most complicated strategy game I've ever played. There are other games that I haven't played that are apparently pretty intense, like Aurora 4X and stuff like Gary Grigsby's War in the Pacific is meant to be pretty complicated as well. But I mean, for the most part, I think this is probably one of the most. I mean, rules-wise, this is definitely more. This is way more complex than Dominions by a long way. Dominions is quite easy to understand. Everything in it makes sense, and it's all quite well documented. Well, it's nearly all well documented. There's very, very few opaque mechanics in it. Whereas in Shadow Empire, there's a little bit more. Anyway, so that's that panic over. Cael isn't running away with the game as I thought he was. If we look at the victory point the victory overview, you'll see that Empire of Dick, which is Richard Yorke's faction, have actually shot up. They're doing better now, and that's because I think he must have taken another zone. So if we go and look over here, this is also Empire of Dick Scissor. So I think he's look. There's a bunch of farms down here. I think he's taken this. That gives him access to some ruins as well. Richard's going to be doing quite well, I think. Now he's got. Oh, he's mostly using independent stuff. Oh no, he has still got his initial. Oh, we got the 2nd Machine Gun Infantry Battalion. Okay, I think Richard's still mostly using non-OHQ stuff. I did talk to him about that because I think that sometimes I will use a lot of independent stuff, but it can be quite difficult to keep on. By the way, before I forget, I'm going to move these guys down. It can be quite difficult to keep on expanding if you're just and waging war effectively if you're still using independent units, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's have a look at the decisions. Hicks wants to organise a party. Oh, does he indeed? I feel we do not show enough gratitude to our veterans. Now, yeah, there's a few people who don't like this, including Ingmar Blackdark. Now, I'd quite like to raise government up a little bit. I don't see any harm in raising some of these that aren't at the top for the time being, unless we keep getting these decisions that I have to take in this area. Now, the first SHQ commander doesn't like this one where we raise mind, and raising mind would be pretty good. It's only dropping it by 3 though, so he's going down to 55. But he's in that danger zone where he's going to start causing problems, so I probably should raise this. The alternative is we raise fists. Now, Fist, if I remember right, isn't that useful at the start after the first 20 turns? Yeah. So you get 10% chance of extra militia regiment. That's still pretty good, by the way. Militia is useful. Up to, you know, and this is 10% chance. So this is not bad. It's not actually bad. Warlust gives you ambush 75 to 8. Yeah, okay, that's an OHQ card. 50% higher casualty tolerance as well. That's good, but you need to be at war for it to really kick in. The 25% combat bonus for Esprit Court is really, really high though. So really, you're not really getting the best out of Fist until you go at least into 60, you know, plus 60, which we're not going to do. So I think I'm just going to allow this. I think it's going to be good just to get these guys kind of off the, you know, a little bit further out of the danger area. And raising heart and government a little bit. It's not going to hurt us. Equality Army has passed the motion that the BP production rises from 281 to 323 by round 34. It's 10 rounds. I can do that. Foreign Affairs Council without leadership. Okay, right. Tim Hagen, he is the guy that we want to put in here, I think. Oh, I've also got Bertie Iondor, but he's only capability 1. Yeah, I think that was the I just want to just make sure, because I remember last turn I was kind of going, right, I need to start moving things around, particularly the I need the guy from the Economic Council. We need to put some better in the Economic Council. Yeah, see, this guy's really good as well. I can't remember why I brought him out now. Intelligence 33, he's got 31. But this guy's actually going to be decent in this job. So let's get him in there, Tim Hagen. And then we're going to get, I think what I'll do is I'll have to put Dick Sirius into the he's got better intelligence basically. Unless I can roll a decent character, I'm going to put him into the Economic Council. Okay, Foreign Affairs Council task priorities. I want to go into minor diplomacy more than major by a fair stretch, I think, to start off with. Phoenix Legion wants me to open embassies. My people don't like this. I might. So before I make this decision, I might have to talk to the player because This is not helping me at the moment. Can't really like it's my people don't like this, so I need to talk to him and figure out what his ideas are here. Now, Britt Granger, 23. I think she. Oh no, hang on. 40. She's got intelligence 42. Mind you, she's only capability 1. Bertie Iondorn. He's a bit more suitable. Bryce Shallowlight. I think that was the guy I was going to put into this. Yeah, I think I don't need a decent guy in here because they are just sat on the front at the moment. She's actually good at covert ops, so I'm going to keep her. Well, mind you, we've already got someone in the covert ops. War 23. I think this guy's going to be better, isn't it? Bryce Shallowlight. It doesn't really matter. I think she's decent because she's got high intelligence. Let's just dismiss this guy, Dick Sirius, just for the time being. Oh, they didn't like that, and he's come back again. Why has he come back already?
Yes, sir.
That's annoying.
Yes, sir.
I'm just going to spend loads of damn political points getting this guy in. Okay, there we go. I just want someone crappy in there, basically. Right, I'll do this. I'm not going to roll the turn. I'm going to talk to Cael before I do that decision because I need to figure out what to do here. Let's just move on into the exploration side of things. I'll put the pickup overlay on so I can start getting some of this up. What's going on here? Why we're losing territory here? This is not good. I reckon that must be something pushing in on us. That's annoying. I've really got to hurry up and get some industrial points up. You've noticed that we're sailing a bit too close to, flying a bit too close to the sun with the metals here. But this turn we actually, if I just show you the construction overview, we've only got the one more like 0.2 turns of recycling facility 2 to go up, and that's it. I'm not going to build anything else. Also, we've completed mining, the level 2 mining operation here. Now that means we're going to be getting 500 metal a turn, so we're going to be getting an extra 250. We do have another, well, 1500, like 2000 something, 2025, whatever it is, 2250 metals to come out of this industry 2, is it? Yeah, it'll be industry 2. So we're going to be we've got to be a bit careful with metals now. I don't think, yeah, they're too expensive to buy at the moment. Yeah, and I've basically, because I sold all those rares last turn. Rares aren't worth anything either. The good thing is we've got loads of money now, and we don't have to worry about money. Like Cael was also telling me he's rolling in money, and he's basically he's got enforcement, and he's been playing loads of cards. So he's basically got loads of, yeah, he's got loads of cash basically. Right, let's get these. I need to get these guys back into. Let's go and push those up. I'm going to get these guys back. These guys are just taking it in turns, getting supplies, pushing this back, and then moving out again. It looks like here we've got something here. Okay, maybe not. Oh, we push that back a little way. Remember, guys, don't play too hard with starvation. It's not always the best move. But I really do. I really, really value. Okay, so we now got a border with Nebelstein. We might be able to get. We might be able to get the. Oh, we've got Greyshire as well. Okay, what I'm going to try and do is Nebelstein. Let's see if we can get some kind of friendship deal going with them. I forget what you call it now. These guys need to move back. Let's get these guys surrounding these nomads, and we're going to get across the river. I think we should reckon with these. Even with less action points, we should be okay.
Yes, sir. We're going in.
Okay, look. Okay, we got them in one turn. That's really nice. We didn't lose any troops either. I'm really pleased about that. Excellent job, guys. Okay, so we do need to get some. We do need to get some dirt roads up here. Could be 80 industrial points. I think I can afford that. So let's get some roads up that way. There we go. Look, so now we're able to push back a little bit further up this way. Which is good news. We've got Friedram here, which is now we can't. I think they're already at war. They must already be at war with these guys. So I think Castello Republic are going to get that. Unless things go sour with the diplomacy with my friends, I think, you know, with the other players, I'm fairly sure that my first war is, I think my first preferable war will be against these guys. I'm going to build, once I've got these industrial assets up, I'm going to look at the state of my nation, and then I'm going to try to figure out how I can make loads of money, how I can raise an army and go for them. But the problem is, like, so here's me, right? If I saw Cael doing that and going to take a lot of territory, I'd probably attack him, because that's my opportunity when he's at war with someone else to go in to attack him and take something off him. If he's smart, he'll probably do the same thing. Now, Cael is smart. The other thing is that I think because he's quite nice. At least I think he is. He seems like, you know, the sort of person who would, you know, I'm not going to attack battle mode here because it might be more fun to attack him later. And I've been having similar thoughts. I'm up and down. You see, you know, I'm like, I'm nebulous. Sometimes I'm like, right, I need to attack this guy right now. Other times I'll change my mind and I'm like, okay, I probably need to think about this a little bit more carefully or whatnot. So, yeah, it just depends really with me. Just replace these guys' troops. Sooner rather than later, I probably want to get some more troops up. I was going to build some artillery, wasn't I? I just want to be a bit careful, because Cael said to me, oh, I'm not leaving too much on the board because I don't want it to seem like a provocation, and I think that's a fair statement. Okay, these guys still on, they're on defense. I'd like to get them in entrenchment. That would be a better one in this car. The maximum entrenchment you can get in these high mountains is 250, which is pretty high, and if you put them into the entrenchment card, I think that's even higher. But let me just remind myself of that. No, we've not got an entrenchment card yet. We need to get the staff council. That'll be the next one to go for. Okay, these guys are just kind of sat here doing nothing. I'll just leave them there, I think. Yeah, and that's probably about it. I'll just get these guys up, just kind of pushing on those. Yeah, that looks about right. Oh, we can actually push these borders back a little with the buggies here too. Yeah, this is looking good. We're starting to push up. We might be able to push up this way. I mean, I don't know what the chances are of me getting to Zwenberg before, but I think probably quite low. Let's have a look at Nebelstein, see what we can do. Can we offer protection to them? Where are they? I think they're kind of here. Darkshire, Nebelstein. Okay, we've got no recon on them. I thought I did, so let's get some covert ops in on there. We'll just send a spy in. Critical success. Okay, we'll wait till next turn. Now, I think when it comes to Cael, one thing I can do to kind of like slow his game down is to start playing the factions game with him. So if we go into the regime overview, I was just having a look at this before. By the way, this is the text that he's got. He's nearly got combat armor. That's kind of worrying. Oh, he's already got Gauss small arms as well. Yeah, he's going really. He's gone quite high up in the. Gauss small arms pretty scary actually. He's really, really rushing research. Yeah, this is everything. Like, I try not to spook myself out because I do this a lot. I look at something, I spook out, and then I start changing my plans, and I think that's not wise in the long run. However, that is concerning. He's going really. I mean, he's way higher into tech than I am. Military tech. He must have got. Yeah, he must have got a card or something for this for Gauss small arms. Yeah, he's a little further ahead. He's not way further ahead. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, accepting embassies will make it harder for him to go to war with me. The problem is, I want the option of going to war with him at my convenience. Because I found like playing these multiplayer games. These games are kind of won and lost. They can be won and lost in diplomacy, and I think that, like, I've lost two big Dominions games because I just wasn't aggressive enough and I was relying on non-aggression packs, and I've really gone off them. I've really gone off being friendly with people in these games because I just always lose as a result. So, you know, there's nuance and there's balance, but yeah, I'm really careful now about making any treaties with people, that especially if I feel like it's not going to work out best for me. Okay, we need to get somebody into the Economic Council, so I'm going to pull our. Hang on, let's go to the Economic Council overview. Caleb McKenna. Yeah, I mean, look, he's not that bad. He's just not getting any. He doesn't seem to be doing very well. He's doing alright at prospecting. Look, he's got no bonuses at all for research. He's just not gone fight. I mean, look, he's probably doesn't even look like he's. Let me just call him and find out what the priorities are. Yeah, prospecting's a little bit too high. Let's get. We've got metals now. We don't need any more prospecting. Not that we don't need any more, but I'm going to put a lesser priority on it. Economic policies might go a bit higher. Let's just change that. Let's see if that fixes anything. I just want to have a look at the overview as well for the Economic Council. Yeah, look, this is really slow. This guy's not good. Now, I mean, he's not terrible. I've had worse, but this is. I was looking last turn and I'm just trying to remember if I've actually got anyone who's, you know, anywhere near as good. It's going to be, where are we? It's on, yeah, it's technical skills. Inventor is what we want. Yeah, so the advisor is probably better. We've got Dick Sirius. This guy's capability 3. The thing is, he's kind of like my best general. So, and I do need to get him into another job. He will learn quicker than the other guy. I think for the time being, you know, I'm just gonna have to assign Doug Matthews. So let's get that guy. I think I'm just gonna leave him for the time being, and I'll find a job for Dick Sirius because, yeah, let's get him attached to the Economic Council. The other thing, of course, is I could actually make Doug Matthews the Economic Council. The thing is, he is a superb advisor. He's like, he's an amazing advisor here, and he's got a high inventor role. This guy's gonna be a lot better as an advisor. So I'm gonna just leave him there, I think. All right, folks. I'm not going to go ramble on anymore. I think what I'll do is I'm going to have a chat with Cael and find out what his intentions are with this, and then make the decision. And I'll let you know what happened in the next turn. I think most likely I'm probably going to end up having to accept it. The problem is my people do not like this at all. This is a really unpopular thing for me to do. I mean, the advisor, it'll upset the advisor, but yeah, I don't think I can do this. All right, folks. I'll catch you next time. See you later.